I'm Senta.
I'm Stephanie.
And this is BTS Roundup, where we recap some of the news that's happened in a period of time and then discuss it.
Yep.
All right. So this is news for September 16th through the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's just jump right in with, we got a lot more pictures from BTS in this time period from their travels, which we learned was in New Zealand's South Island. The New Zealand ambassador to the Republic of Korea tweeted that the mega famous K-pop band have been in New Zealand's South Island, apparently filming their next travel program, Bon Voyage. Can't wait to see the show. He retweeted it when they had just left New Zealand, and so a lot of people had guessed New Zealand, so it turns out it was correct. Mm-hmm. And let's see, well, what were some of the pictures that we had?
We had Sugar in the snow.
Yeah, in the mountains.
With the mountains. We had Jin next to what were...
Deer.
That
was the first picture. I think
that was the very first picture. Yeah. That's what started the fever speculation.
We had RM and Jimin in cozy jackets.
In cozy winter jacket hoodie things.
Like little fur.
We had Jimin at what appeared to be, for people with good eyesight, a glider facility.
Yes, like a hang glider or something.
With like a reflected prism rainbow on his cheek. Mm-hmm. We had...
Oh, well, some of the last ones that happened right before they left, I think, were V, who did like on a train.
Oh, yeah.
And with some sheep. And there was a number of people took pictures in like the mountains with a cold. Yeah. And there was a lot of captions saying how cold it was. I think that I saw somewhere that someone had said that they had asked, that someone had said they wanted to do a Bon Voyage in a cold location, yes. So I guess they got that.
I think Jin had said that.
Yeah, so they got their wish. However, these boys are very sensitive to cold. For guys who are so like, let's just get on with it. If it's hot, they're like, oh, it's hot. If it's cold, they're like, whoa, it's cold. So I don't know how they did in the cold. We'll see if they do any more cold things.
Yes.
And it did occur to me, this is sort of a silly thought, but they're going to be wrapped up the entire time.
Oh my.
No tank tops, no shorts. I'm just thinking of, BTS Army.
She's thinking of Army, everybody.
Army!
Okay, exactly.
So,
but it was kind of cool finding out they were New Zealand, because I know we were not alone in our speculation. That originally we were like Australia or New Zealand, and then we were starting to think us New Zealand based on the photos. We have been to the South Island of New Zealand.
Oh yes, but they went further south than we did, and also it's winter there right now.
Yeah.
But also, it occurred to me, I don't think that they were on the Transalpine train, because V posted a picture on the train. We took the Transalpine train through some beautiful, it's just the best view possible. And they have this this car that has open sides, so when you're going to the mountains, everybody just crowds in there and hangs over the edge and looks out. And then also later on, when we weren't going through the mountains, everybody cleared out. I went and I just stood in the middle with a train rushing by. It was great. If you have a chance to go to New Zealand, I highly recommend it. We went to both North and South Island. It's so beautiful, and there's so many changing landscapes, and nature is just stunning. There's caves and pits of, what do you call it? Chemical pits of water?
Oh, the thermal pools. Thermal pools, that have different chemicals in them.
That's in the North Island.
So they have multiple colors, what do you call it? Hot springs, and thermal pools, and an area called Rotorua, but also other areas of New Zealand.
And you can get free foot baths in thermal pools, and we really loved Auckland a lot.
Yeah, so we recommend New Zealand, but when we saw the picture on the train, we went over the same train we'd been on. But
because we went from the West Coast to Christchurch.
The West Coast to the East Coast.
Yeah, and on the West Coast, if you do go to the South Island, there's this place called Punakeki, which has these famous pancake rocks, which is a natural thing. And a lot of people, I think, just travel through there on buses if they get off and see it for a couple of minutes. We actually spent overnight there, and we went on some fabulous walks, and there's this amazing beach where you're allowed to look for
jade.
The jade, and anything you find in that beach, in that area, you are allowed to keep. So that was a lot of fun, and I don't think a lot of people do that, but that was one of the highlights for me, actually.
But why don't you think V was on the Transalpine?
When I thought about it, I didn't think those windows were big enough, because even in the normal cars on the Transalpine, there were really huge windows, because they have a whole thing where they have an audio tour. As you're going along, it tells you what it is, so the view is really, what you're seeing out the windows is really the feature of that train. So as I looked at back, I was like, that's a little bit more like a normal train.
Well, you know what? We'll find out.
Yeah.
Then
also, as they came back, RM posted 2 pictures of him hanging out on a mountainside in New Zealand, and 2 pictures with art. He's in one of these pictures, and it was from, where did I wrote it down? Kim Heesoo and he had a normal life exhibition, which it looks like it was in Seoul. So that's what that art was from. All right, moving right on. Oh, more RM. News came out that on his birthday, RM had made a donation to a school for, I guess, deaf children and it's called the Samsung School, and he donated 100 million won, which is the equivalent to just over $83,000. And he said it was because he wanted to help students with hearing impairments receive music education and basically be able to enjoy music by various means. So that was fantastic.
Yeah, and I just saw before we started filming this that today on the Korean news channel actually had a story about ARMY and BTS's charitable endeavors, and included information on his donation, and actually had some interviews with kids at the school who were very pleased that the money had been donated, and were like thanking BTS and thanking RM. Yeah, so really nice.
Okay, Saudi Arabia concert tickets went on sale, and some facts about this. We'll go on to more concert information. Is it's the first ever stadium concert by a foreign act in Saudi Arabia.
What?
Yes, and the stadium has 70,000 seat capacity, and tickets seem to be available still, but that's quite a lot of...
I think they might be available partly because we saw on Twitter that fans in that region of the world were experiencing a lot of crashing of websites and inability to get through and buy, and I have a feeling that a lot of people couldn't get through, thought it was sold out, gave up, and then eventually when hours and hours later, when it was able to get through, there were tickets left.
Yeah, and from what I could see, I didn't really look too much, but I was just like, for the news purposes, and it looked like some sections were really sold out, and some
that makes
some
sense.
seats. And I don't know how many seats there were because I wasn't going to spend that spelunking around
counting seats
for something I'm not going to. Okay,
if only we were going.
Also, WEVERSE released some details on a fan club raffle for early reservations system for Love Yourself, Speak Yourself final tour. I don't know.
The final sold date is October.
Aren't people buying tickets for that now and tomorrow?
Yes, I think the raffle's for things like maybe sound check and maybe also for special those floor seats maybe.
Okay, because
some seats are
the sold tickets are available now for some people.
For some people,
okay,
I believe. Obviously, again, if you are going to this, good luck figuring it all out.
And we saw something saying that International Army were having trouble buying tickets, but somebody said something about, are you using a Korea VPN? So I don't know if that's a workaround that works.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you have to do it, but we're saying if you're having problems,
maybe
something we read.
If you have a system that gets you a VPN in another place, then that's one way to do it.
Yeah, and that's a good tip for us if we ever need it.
I mean,
I
don't know that I should name any VPN services. We don't have one for Korea.
We don't have one.
We don't have one. But I have heard of some. But, I shouldn't endorse it because I don't know.
Do your own research.
I don't know.
You're not responsible for this.
All right. We don't have a Korean VPN.
We don't have a Korean
VPN. It really sounds like we're lying, but we don't.
We really don't.
You know what? If we did, who would care?
No, we're not hurting anybody. But we don't have it.
VPNs aren't illegal?
They're not. They're not.
Okay.
Not the fine.
Sounds like we're totally shady. All right, we might have researched some VPNs. Okay, enough said. All right, WEVERSE News also said something about Army Zip content.
Oh yes, so those of you, I'm thinking of the WEVERSE Bring the Soul extras. I'm sorry.
No, well, you can say that too. Why don't you just explain that since you...
Okay, so if you signed up and paid for and are watching Bring the Soul, the docuseries through WEVERSE, you may remember they made an announcement that there'll be an extra special gift and you'd have to pay shipping to get it. They released more details. You will have to pay shipping, but not until, I believe, not until like October 1st through like maybe October 10th. You have to see the exact dates, but in the early part of October.
Where do you pay it?
You'll pay it, I believe, at WePly. But you'll add the fee or the present, whatever it is, to your cart, but the cost will be $0, and then you'll have to pay shipping.
Is it WePly or Weeply?
No idea.
Okay.
Never heard it said out loud.
Right?
So I'm making it up.
We're islands here. We don't know.
But apparently, for all of us were wondering when and how do I get these special photo cards, etc. And it's lenticular.
What is a lenticular?
I feel like this might be one of those fake photo negative things.
Oh, in my mind when you said it, I pictured one of those things, that has ridges on it, and then when you move it, it looks like one thing and then another, or it looks like it's moving.
That actually sounds fantastic. I hope it is that.
We should have Googled lenticular.
We should have.
I forgot there was lenticular.
Not until I was talking right now.
At play.
Right. So for all of us wondering about that, no, you can't pay for it yet. No, you haven't missed it. You will be able to pay for it in the beginning of October.
Okay, great. But what I was saying is WEVERSE said something about Army Zip content was now available, but when I looked at the two links, it looked like it was just still trailers for the Army Zip.
Okay.
And they were saying the web magazine and then also their cinema or something. So I think they were just pointing you to the sites where things will be, but I don't think it's actually there because I couldn't see anything. All right, September 25th, skipping ahead to the end of our period here. BTS joined TikTok.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I
Is
would
something.
celebrate, except for we're not on TikTok, and
now we have to join TikTok.
And I really want to join TikTok because I'm questionably giving these people, I don't know who these people are. Why am I giving them access to my phone? Anyway, also, as we're confused about TikTok because it really seems like Vine went away. It failed. It went away. So why people apparently love the TikTok? I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
We'll probably have to bite the bullet and get TikTok when we get sick and tired of hearing things secondhand. But hopefully, people will just post all over and we can see these TikToks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But
for your TikTok fans, great news for you.
Yeah, and if you're on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, their address is at BTS_official_big hit. So that's the official one there. And I guess there's something too about maybe they licensed music to TikTok. So now I guess you can use their music in your TikToks and no probs.
Yeah.
Which I think people were already using anyways. All right, Bring the Soul. So there have been 2 episodes of this docu-series in the time that we are covering. September 16th episode was episode 4, Influence. And it was RM practicing for, and then BTS doing their UN speech. They performed at Citi Field, which is a stadium in New York, right? Or New Jersey.
I think it's in New Jersey.
Okay. Well, it's in the area.
Yeah.
And was that their first American stadium? It was a big deal for them.
Yeah, I think that was the first stadium.
Yeah.
American stadium.
Yeah, they were really jazzed, you could tell, and blown away by that. And then RM was doing some engineering on Mono, and then he released Mono and was all nervous about that. So one thing I loved about the engineering was that he went to some guy's house, and this guy had, like, platinum albums and stuff. He's, like, some big deal engineer or something, and he just works out of his house.
That's so cool.
Can you imagine?
That's a dream.
You just had, like, let's say Beyonce or someone, like, coming to your house and going up to your attic, and you're like, what would you like down here? Okay,
Yeah, he had a whole home studio.
Yeah, so that was super cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Then September 23rd was episode 5. That was Cordiality. And it was JK's foot injury in England when he cut his foot.
Yeah, cut
and
the back of his foot.
He needed stitches, and then he had to perform on a chair. And then it seemed like Jimin got injured right after that, and maybe he was overstressing himself. Everybody was sort of like knocking themselves out to try and make up so that the stage would feel as full.
Yeah.
And then the guys were enjoying some time out in Amsterdam. And I have to say, I really don't understand what this was called, Cordiality. Do you understand?
No, I don't. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't paid a lot of attention to the titles.
Yeah, I know. I just was like, I don't understand what that was about. And do you have any thoughts on the episode?
I just thought even though we've already seen a little bit about JK's injury in the Bring the Soul movie, for example, and stuff like that, I just found it difficult watching that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, I mean, you can see how stressed everyone is, you can see how stressed he is. I mean, also just imagining the shock of one moment you're fine, the next moment you've got to cut. So,
yeah, because he was
so bad you need stitches.
He was taking care of J-Hope and blah, 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 and then someone's like, oh, the shower is free, so he goes in the other room to take a shower, and the next thing you know, he's like, I've been cut.
Exactly. So I mean, I was happy they showed that process and everything. I mean, it's interesting to see all the stuff that can happen and does happen behind the scenes because, J-Hope's feeling a little sick and, he's injured and Jimin's muscle seize up. And so it's good to see all the hard stuff that goes into it. One thing I've loved about the series. Yeah. But it also is hard to watch that happen to somebody.
It is. And, I can't even imagine what his mental state was. And like, I was telling him to keep his mental state together, because whatever happens, if he's going to go on stage regardless, you can't sink into a place.
Yeah, I think he even says in the episode, he says something about how, JK says, he says something about how if this had happened a year earlier, he would have been really down about it. He would have
gone into a slump.
He would have gone into a slump. That's exactly what he said. He would have gone into a slump. And, so, I mean, and he clearly, as we've seen from other media, he clearly was upset by the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
But, I do understand what he meant, which is that he didn't, go all the way down, But still, it's upsetting.
That was hard to see.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here's some quick news. People's Choice voting is still continuing on, at least until October 1st. Potentially later. We'll put up the hashtags at the bottom. Obviously, continue to vote by tweeting and retweeting. BTS has had 1 billion streams on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Which I believe is some kind of a record.
No, it is. I think it is a record.
All right.
It's still an important milestone.
And JTBC, the TV channel we talked about last week that was going to air an episode of Run BTS, you said that they were going to air more episodes of
Apparently,
Run BTS.
yes. That's what people were saying.
But nobody knows, but not all of them.
No, not all of them, but it's not clear which ones they are airing.
Yeah, so I guess look for maybe they said we're going to air one episode, and then everybody went crazy, and they're like, what are we doing? Or maybe they're always going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just appeared on the schedule, and then everybody was like, didn't, and then they were like, let's actually make a statement.
You're getting all the information secondhand through people, so, it sort of trickles out in little pieces, yeah.
Also, there were 4 Bangtan bombs. Let's Make a Song, where V, who's dressed sort of like a lady who lunches in Chanel looking coat. It's sort of like a green Chanel coat, and he has like reading glasses or something around his neck.
He's dressed up for the Dionysus photo shoot.
Oh, is that what that's for? Well, he sings a delightful song, a gentle song. And Jimin plays with a balloon. It's another photo shoot where he's playing with balloon static. Let's Play Guitar and Rainy Day in New York, which seem to both be backstage at the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So those are up, and I'm sure, I think there's like translations for everything up right now. And then this was a big deal that we heard. The fall issue of a quarterly magazine called KOREANA has a 30-page special about BTS. And so I guess it's issued by the Korea Foundation, and it's available in 10 languages around the world, and you can go to their website to read it online.
Right, but the important thing about the Korea Foundation is it actually is a cultural arm of the Korean government. So this is it's part of their I'm sure soft power thing that all governments have to sort of spread information and culture from the country around the world, which is why it's available in 10 languages. And it's really great that the government of Korea is recognizing once again BTS.
Yes, with 30 pages. Yeah. So you can I'll put the thing up where you can go. They said that you can go there to read it, but then also you can order hard copies if you want. They have 2 links on there, and it looks affordable to buy. I don't know about the shipping.
Did you find it affordable to buy?
It looked like $4.95 or something.
Wow, okay.
I was going to ask you, in fact, I have a note here. Should we buy this?
Well, it's $4.95, we should buy it. How much is shipping?
Yeah, we'll ask you. Like, are they going to ship it for Korea or from someplace in the U.S. that was going to carry it? I don't know. All right. Also, those 2 shipping links might be for, like, us here. I don't know how it works with people's countries.
Nope.
All right. Actually, I think that's it, except for personal BTS, which we have some exciting personal BTS. I think it's exciting.
Well, we like it.
We took a culinary journey this past weekend, well, like on Friday, and we went to Koreatown because I was finally going to try some of BTS's things they've mentioned. So we got some gyeopsal, which is pork belly.
We've had Korean barbecue before.
But a long time ago.
But a while ago.
Yeah.
And we have some things we like about Korean food. We know already.
Well, actually, I had some in San Francisco with friends, but they ordered a bunch of stuff that I couldn't eat. So it wasn't Korean barbecue. It might have been. They brought a lot of side dishes, but then they brought some other stuff. I couldn't eat a lot of stuff, and I kept telling people what I couldn't eat. There was not like I was like picking some side dishes.
Yeah, well, we know we like bulgogi, for example. But everyone likes bulgogi.
Yeah, but I can't eat spicy, so that was
can't do real spicy or even
kept
spicy
us from
at all.
Really jumping into Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue, but we decided to just take the plunge and figure it out.
Yeah. So we had the pork belly, and we went.
Oh, say where we got it.
Yeah, we got it at a place called Sam, which is SSAM, which is a barbecue place, and that's their specialty. But we got it there because they're not all you can eat, and we're like, we can't eat that much meat. And they also let you do half portions, so we did a full portion of the pork belly, and we did a half portion of marinated short rib, which was both of our favorite.
Good.
It was so good. So good. And then they also had some little spicy crab. It was like a raw crab as one of the side dishes, which we've heard is a little special. This is here in Los Angeles, Koreatown.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was interesting because I don't recall really having raw crab before. I'm sure I've had it in sushi or something. We wouldn't taste it as much. And actually, it wasn't that spicy. It
was delicious.
It wasn't spicy. They had some nice little sweet potato thing that helped cool my mouth down with some of the spice because I tried everything. Yeah. There was a parsley dish that was very spicy, but I was really into it.
Yeah, the waiter was great about pointing out what was spiciest and not spicy. And we also, and both of us tried pretty much everything.
Yeah, and we got, what do we get? Like, what soup was that came with? Like a soybean paste soup, and like a little egg, steamed egg.
Steamed egg comes with it too.
So that was good. And then we went to this place because I was like, well, we're done eating, but I was going to pick up while we're in Koreatown some jjajangmyeon, which is black bean noodles, which I've heard mentioned, and it sounded interesting to me because we had a lot of black bean sauce stuff when we were in China many years ago. And so we were going to go to one place, but it was closed, so we ended up walking to this other place called Pig's Noodle House. And we got that, which I love this stuff.
It was really good. I just had a couple really good of hers. It was delicious.
When I had it later, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good." It was a little sweet, and it reminded me, not really in the flavor because spaghetti is tomato sauce, but Hong Kong cafe spaghetti, which is savory plus sweet at the same time, and so this was sort of like the same kind of experience of savory plus sweet. But
I really enjoyed what I tasted of hers. I would definitely get it again.
Yeah, definitely. And then from there, we decided to walk back to where we had parked, sort of, and just look for things and also look for desserts because we'd seen some advertisement for some place. And so we found this mall, which is sort of closing down, but it had a Korean street food place in like the food court.
Yeah, I think it's really called Seoul Street Food.
Yeah,
the little
and
stand.
And what did you get there?
I got dumplings, like fried dumplings, but I also got those
it was rice cake.
Those rice cakes that come on a stick.
Skewers.
Skewers.
Fried rice cake pieces.
Skewers. And I got them there because I've seen them before, and I've also seen them in BTS.
We've heard a lot of mention of rice cake.
Yeah, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, I've literally seen BTS eat this.
Oh, okay.
And run BTS, but I didn't realize that until I saw it. And I was like, oh, that's what that was. Yeah. And I got it there because they'd offered 2 options, a spicy sauce and a not spicy sauce, and I was like, I'll try with not spicy sauce.
Yeah. And so I don't know, I should have looked up the name of this mall, but it's basically the mall right next to Pig's Noodle House. Easy to find. And so then also I saw that they had banana milk in their little cooler there, so I got banana milk. I did not expect it to like it because I do not like artificial banana flavor, but I was like, I'm doing it for BTS. Just to see what's up.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Dude, not our thing at all. I still don't like artificial banana milk.
But we tried it.
Taste.
But we tried it.
All right. Then we were like, okay, well, we didn't pick up a dessert, which we had our heart set on, so we went to this Korean mall where we'd seen an advertisement for this place called Cake House.
Yeah, another Korean mall. A different Korean mall. We drove there.
That we had drove in past. It's called the Galleria, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is not, we have a Korean mall that we have gone to more than once. That is not it.
Yeah.
So we decided to explore a new place.
It was smaller than the other one we'd been to. So at the Galleria, we went to the grocery store and we bought some things. Like I bought dried squid, which is all the dried squid. They had dried squid and dried cuttlefish, and it was all sweet.
Yeah. Which
is weird. It's a little weird for me to have like dried seafood with a sweet taste on it. And I'm going to have to say, while interesting to taste, not my thing.
The funny thing about it was the first bite you have of it, I mean the first you were starting to chew it because it was really chewy, it's dried squid. You think, oh, this is kind of nice. It's not so bad. Then as you continue to chew it, you discover it's a lot.
Yes.
But you know what? Yeah. I didn't hate it.
At first bite, I was like, oh, and then the aftertaste got me a little bit. Yeah. I'm not used to it.
You know, I didn't hate it, but I'm not sure I would. If someone offered it to me, I would eat it to be polite, but I'm not sure I would go and search it out.
Yes, but I have to say, ever since I saw RM eating it in something, I was like, what does that taste like? So at least we've answered that question. And you bought Milky's, which was...
Milkis. I bought Milkis, which is that milk/yogurt flavored soda that I've seen around, and I bought it probably because I saw a bunch of stuff there, and some of it I already drank before, but I never had Milkis. And we actually really like that.
Yeah. It reminded me of, like, if you've ever had, like, a float where it's, they put, like, a ice cream or sorbet or something into...
Like that kind of punch.
Into punch, and there's, I think, Sprite or 7-Up mixed all together. So it had that sort of kind of, interesting flavor. And then what else do we do? Oh, I bought some ramyeon, which and I had a taste test. And the one that I liked was called Jin. So that'll be easy. I bought Jin mild, and that is the best one. I also bought snack ramen, and then I also got like a traditional Korean noodle flavor. But I was like, it wasn't that spicy. And I have to say, I ate it with chopsticks to be very BTS about it. And that made it so much more fun. I was like, I did that whole thing where you pick it up with chopsticks, just casually pick it up with chopsticks, and then slurp the rest in like you always see them just like. So we got that, and then let's see, what else? Did we eat anything else? I don't think so.
Yes, we did. We have one more thing to talk about, which is, this is actually not this weekend, but a couple weeks ago, and we just forgot to talk about it. I was in Koreatown for something completely different, and I was walking around, and
Jimin.
Yes, I don't know, our camera versus things, but there you go. I was walking around, and I passed a chicken place, called Barbecue, and I saw BTS in the window, and I was like, oh, they're must be fans of BTS, or maybe they're using BTS to illegally advertise their chicken, you know.
How dare they?
And then I realized that, as you saw from the brochure Senta just showed you, Jimin is actually on the brochure, and then I realized, oh no, this is the chain that BTS actually advertises for officially. So it's called Barbecue. Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
So there you go.
And they're on 6th Street in Koreatown.
Yeah, 6th Street in Koreatown. If you want to try it out, I did end up getting a half and half order of their fried chicken. Got half original and half with their like sweet.
Is it garlicky?
Garlic honey sauce or garlic honey soy sauce. You'll figure it out. And I gotta say, I brought it home for Senta to eat as well. And I felt the sauce was best.
Oh,
I felt like the plain Korean fried chicken was kind of like a little dry, as Senta said. I think she's correct, and also a little bland. But then, because I read this last week, someone said it was traditional when you are eating Korean fried chicken to dip it in dip it in salt as you eat it.
In salt?
Yeah. And I was thought, well, that would have made it better. That makes part of the blandness, which is that you're eating it that way. Obviously not the sauce version, but made the plain version. And I don't know how many people actually do that, but I did see a reference of that for Korean chicken. I was like, oh, I wonder if we had just dipped it in that.
Oh, okay.
But even so, if I bought it again, I would buy the sauce version because that was genuinely delicious. I will say, though, that is some pricey chicken.
Yes, you said it was pricey.
It was pricey.
All right, so I think that's it for food, except for while we were in Koreatown doing our food thing, we also went to a music store.
Went to Choice Music.
And we got
in the Galleria
quite
Mall.
a haul. Well, I ended up going back the other day because the day after that to buy, I got Wings CD, and I got the G version, and it's got a little fake Polaroid of RM with, he's fake signed it on the back, so that's fun. Because we didn't have that one already. And then I also got, originally, so the second one, I went back to get, this is Memories of 2017, which is 5 DVDs of various things. We were watching some of them, like behind the scenes type thing, of making music videos and stuff like that. And there's something with performances too, so that's exciting. And then there's also, it's like a big binder, and then they have sections for that. Basically, is like a yearbook of what they did. Yeah. So that's really fun because you can look through the photos from all kinds of stuff that they did, music videos, shoots, and you know. It's a really nice collection. Ooh, there's a hair in there. That's terrible. Somebody's hair guy. It's my hair. That makes it a lot better. And then also, the first thing I bought there was this fabulous.
That's so cool.
Summer package 2018. Which, you know what? Every time, this looks so much like National Geographic to me. So
some of the yellow.
It's their trip to Saipan. Saipan? And then inside I got Jungkook's version of the guide. So if you watch the DVD, they keep having BTS fill out these things after they've done an activity, saying what they recommend. A lot of times it's bring a fan, bring sunscreen. It's very hot. But then this one collects everything that he wrote about the different places that they went. And then we also were introduced to this interesting concept, which I believe is something where you hold it up in selfie pictures. Okay. And then what else is this? Oh yeah, so I have a big book. They have these big pictures. These are pictures of each of the guys of this size. So that's a nice package, and then this fabulous travel case, like I'm gonna put it through check luggage.
Other things. Oh, so you can use it for other things if you wanted.
Well, I don't know what I would put. Like my important documents.
There you go.
All right.
And I think if you buy stuff at Choice Music, they give you like free photo cards or free posters depending on what you buy.
Yeah.
As well, just FYI. And then I got 2 albums, which I am going to grab for you. I got there we go. Too Cool for School. And I got.
But you already ordered digitally.
Oh.
Right.
I had one of the, no, I didn't have.
I know maybe you didn't have that.
No, I didn't have these ones digitally yet. It was one reason I actually went ahead and bought them. I don't have them digitally yet. I'm trying to buy stuff I don't have digitally first, and then buy stuff I have digitally.
This is really messing with the camera.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Okay. This is called "Oh, Are You Late Too?" And they came with some really cool. Ooh, whoops. They came with some good some photo cards. I got please do. I got Suga, and I got a really nice group photo card. And then the other one, you don't get a photo card, probably because one of the earlier ones. But you do get like a drawing card.
That's nice. And yeah, and we hadn't realized that "Oh, Are You Late Too" was what that album was called. I was just like, this is really hard.
Yeah, it really
it's a
helps
random collection.
That on this they spell it out for you because I never gotten it.
They spell it out with like in shadows or embossed or what's the opposite of embossed. Anyways.
Pressed? I don't know.
Yeah, but we were like, oh, that's what it was. I always just like, what's this random collection of letters and numbers?
Yeah.
We don't text that much, so maybe if we texted more, we would know that. Anywho, so that's our personal BTS. I don't have any looking forward to next week upcoming stuff. I don't think there's anything that I've heard of that's really happening other than, I guess.
No, things will happen if they happen.
People are buying tickets for things.
Well, I'm going to say that now BTS is back not only to work, but also back from their Voyage filming. I have a feeling a lot of stuff's going to be going down.
Gotta hope there's some V-Lives or something.
Yeah, but I think a lot of stuff's going to be going down. I don't think you have anything because they don't schedule anything. They like to surprise everybody all the time.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of surprises coming up. Because we know they're back together. We know they're probably back at work. They just joined TikTok this morning. There's lots of stuff going on. And they're preparing for concerts in October, which means who knows what shenanigans are going to go down.
Yeah.
So
I really feel like they should just get on V-Live because I'm sure they've missed us and they have,
things to say.
Things to say.
But anyway, but right now the things seem to be scheduled.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is it for this week. Oh, wait. We were supposed to come up with something to do at the end. We don't have anything, guys.
Sorry.
All right. Bye.
Oh, please look forward to it.
Oh, yes. We're supposed to say our catchline. Please look forward to it.
Please look forward to it.
That's inspired by BTS.
It totally is.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.